Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Ramsey Marcel back with another video. Today we're here with a little balanced prediction, balanced discussion. How you guys want to call this?
Let's say the inner cap of the ban list.
Big Real in the building.
Damn, okay, that was awkward. Yeah. So along with Big Real in the building,
I was gonna say my name.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
We got
He ain't got a name, bro. It's okay.
Jay Hill.
That's little Jay, man.
Guys. Oh man. All right, so who wants to start us off with the ban cards in your opinion?
All right, so we start off with the ban list. The number one card that should most definitely be on the list is Cashier Rise Heart. I think Cashier Rise Heart is a very unhealthy card right now in the format. What do you guys think of it?
It's toxic, man. I can't deal with that card. That man says, "Bang,
It's open
attach,
so it's an
detach, pop."
So it's an open macrocosmos. It has ways to enable to get rid of other boss monsters on the field, which includes having a not a once per turn effect to attach any banish, which is mostly a problem for most decks because most decks enables graveyard effects. And Arise Heart's one of those cards that's just, it's not in the format. It has to go. But
Isn't that man like 3,200 too?
No, I think no, he's 3,000.
He's 3,000. Yeah.
Who am I thinking that's 32?
Yeah.
No, he's thinking when he has the field spell on board.
Oh, okay.
Different attributes, he gets boosted.
But honestly, Arise Heart should be the first to go.
Now, me personally, like y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I target other cards in the Cash Trade deck other than the Rise Heart. Me personally, since I'm a Cash Trade player, I don't care about a Rise Heart. The one is like fine for me. It's just the recursion for me is the issue.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll go next for ban cards. I have Eradicator Epidemic Virus. I think everybody will agree with me on that one. There's no reason that card should have came back to begin with, especially with Labyrinth now. Oh man! And then any deck that plays against like any spell heavy deck immediately is throwing in Eradicator.
Yeah. It's also
We're looking at you, Pearly.
Yeah, whether it's Dragon Link, whether it's Labyrinth, like every deck that can have a heavy beater that's dark. Oh yeah, I'm for sure putting an Eradicator in here.
It's also splashable in multiple decks, including Vanquish Soul, Dragon Links, vice versa, and on about it.
You can also cheat it out with Trap Trick.
Yeah, so I don't. That's one card that's got to go for me.
Yeah.
Or any card we named so far that's on your list, Big Bro.
Nah, I think that's pretty good, man. I think we're good on that one.
Right,
On the
you
mans.
got any other bad? Why you got a whole list over here?
Yes, I have another additional card. Dimensional Shifter should actually go for first and foremost.
Hey, yo, wait, man.
Hey, what are you talking
He
about?
cool, bro. He cool, man.
He not cool, bro. The reason why Dimension Shifter, I think this should be going to ban list because Dimension Shifter is one of those cards like Arise Heart. Dimension Shifter is a generic hand trap that can enable graveyard effects when it comes down to like actual decks that need to use their graveyard. Dimension Shifter is one of those decks that it not only it keeps it in check, but it's getting annoying to the point in the format that no one wants to deal with it, honestly. And that's why I think Dimensional Shifter should be also on the list.
I don't think so, man. If you don't open it, it's a dead card once you got cards in your graveyard.
I mean, it's at 3. The high chance of opening is very high, especially in the top decks in the format. I mean, Cashier runs up the highest representation for it, and other decks going on. So
You make valid points.
I mean, me personally, I don't like Shifter either, but me personally, I don't want to be biased. That's why I'm not touching it. That's why I didn't say nothing. That's why I didn't say nothing.
I'm extra biased, man.
we got an additional card on the ban list also, which is Hot Red Archfiend Calamities, which the reason why I honestly think that card needs to
Bro,
go.
you haven't even done anything yet.
Oh my god.
Let him get his
Why
point.
dang?
I honestly think that
We ain't even the format yet.
I honestly think that Calamity should get banned. It's because we have multiple strategies that's coming into the TCG now that can actually enable the new card called Crimson Dragon. It just came out in Duelist Nexus, which enables or allows you to skip turns on your opponent while that card is actually face up on the field. Having that, you can actually recycle it and actually use it for multiple turns, which it can be very annoying. And that's why I think Hot Red Archfiend Calamity should be honestly on the list. It's exactly like Kali Yuga, but Kali Yuga takes more than that, but Archfiend does only like, 2 cards out of it? Like, it's very easy to get out, especially if you got the combo going, especially if you got negates under it, which I also include with the metadame strategy. So I honestly think that Hot Red Archfiend Calamity should be on this list, to be honest. We got one last card we actually want to discuss about.
No comment.
We have one more ban card that we actually want to speak about, and that is Dimensional Barrier. I honestly think Dimensional Barrier should actually be on this list.
Whose man is this?
What? Come on.
That's only him. That's only him.
That's him, man.
I thought he was gonna say, "Give me Puppet Nightmare."
Hey, hold
Well,
on.
Give me Puppet Nightmare, yes, honestly. I mean,
And just for the record, his name is Jay Hilfiger. He the one that said this
God.
craziness.
I honestly think Dimensional Barrier should actually get hit on this list. It's because multiple decks can enable it on a turn 0, and we also get a new support with the Labyrinth strategy that can just enable that card from hand, which can be very annoying. Most decks can't enable it, but for most, definitely, Labyrinth is one of those decks that can actually abuse the hell out of it. I kid you not. And it's also a turn skip for most decks that plays just only Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or whatever based decks that based upon it. For example, we got Sorso that's enable only Synchro summons, branded Despia that enables fusions, and then also the Cashier strategy which allows Xyz. You hit Dimensional Barrier on most of those decks, then they're gonna have a hard time actually playing throughout that card because that card is very broken. And I think honestly, Dimensional Barrier should honestly be on this ban list.
Actually, not. When you say it that way, not kind of get you because like it is kind of like a turn skip, in a way.
You have to set it first, man.
I mean, yeah, but like you said,
Traps are already generically
but
strong.
just like what you said with Eradicator, you can trap trick it out and everything. There's like literally side decks right now that people are building to go into the next format that literally says 2 trap trick, 2 Eradicator, 2 D-Barrier, 1 Walk. It's technically 4 of them. Technically.
Yeah.
Like me personally, this is Rand. Me personally, I don't care about D-Barrier being here. That's me personally.
Man, what you mean?
He makes good points though.
He definitely did make good points.
But I'm gonna try to speed this section up though, because we are burning a lot of time on this one. So my very last card for the ban list is Gimme Puppet Nightmare. I'm saying this for some fact of branded's already about to become Chimera branded. The deck has already been unchecked for a good while now. And the thing is, the crazy part is one of those fair decks. It's fair as hell. But it gets really unfair when you can just go ahead and Sanctifier some Gimme Puppet Nightmare on your opponent's turn. Like, well, turn skip for you. Is it my turn again? My thing is hit the Gimme Puppet Nightmare instead of Sanctifier first, and then if we do anything else that Sanctifier can bring out to make it worse, then you hit Sanctifier.
Right. I actually agree with that. I am not even gonna lie to you. Especially with a card like Sanctifier that can't be targeted, or it can't be destroyed by card effects, which is very annoying. And most players or most decks can't really out Sanctifier unless of actual cards like Ghost Spell, DD Crow, and other stuff like that. So it's kind of a weaker version of Brand Expulsion, but it has a lot of perks behind it. So I honestly think Gimme Puppet Nightmare should honestly be on here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with you on that one, Red.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the limited section. Roy, you want to start us off on this one?
It's a hot take, but I wouldn't mind. Premature Burial, the one, it's been on the list for like 20 million years. You know, I feel like it can come back to 1. I don't think it's gonna do too much. What you think?
Why can't you just use Living Fossil?
Living Fossil said, "Hey man," he said, "Hey, you got no effect. I want to have my effect. I want to have my effect. Okay. What's the point of me bringing you out? I ain't trying to just use him as link fodder, man."
Honestly, Premature Bear is not a bad hot take, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I have a very, very high chance of this card might actually be hit on this list, and that's Pop Prosperity.
You gotta go.
No, the crazy part is he's cooking because like everybody's been saying it for a while now because the card is like basically it's at this point it feels like it's better than Power Desires. It feels like it's better than Extravagance. Yeah, they all let you draw 2 cards, but this lets you look at the top 6 of your deck and just pick any cards you want. So at this point it's like, okay, say for example, I make a whole combo board, you're trying to break my board, right? I stop your Regeki, I stop your Lightning Storm and everything. Pot of Prosperity get you see talents. Oh, bet, say less. I'm not saying let's hurt decks that are trying to break a board that seems unbreakable because like we're gonna check those decks obviously, but
Right.
Prosperity like is basically it feels like a draw 6 sometimes because like the top 6 is any card you want at that point. And then most decks right now, if you're not playing an extra deck, you're consistently going to just banish the 6.
So there's 2 other cards on this limited list I actually want to speak upon, and this is part of the meta right now. That is Cashier Fenrir and Cashier Unicorn. They should both go to 1.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Me personally, I was doing Birth and Unicorn. No, there's some fact that like no, hear me out. I'm fine with you having Fenrir to search out any other copy because now basically you have 4 unicorns instead of the 5 you have right now. But the issue for me is if I break your whole entire board and you just top deck a unicorn or top deck a Birth and remake the whole entire board, what's the point of what I just did? It's like the follow-up with this deck is still insane.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like just hit the Birth, or if you want to just give it a little slap on the wrist. If you keep a Riot's Heart, 1 unicorn, Make it hard to get to the spells and traps.
Hit pressure planet.
Yeah, it only cuts off the pure cast chair strategy, but it also enables Fenrir to be splashable into multiple decks that could be applying pressure to other decks that can't surpass a one card. It's like an enhanced Penkatops, to be honest. Penkatops at 3 was very healthy back then, but as soon as the format starts to change and revolve around it, like they had to cut it loose because it did too much for the fact that the card was not a once per turn. The fact that the Harris Summon it's not a once per turn. I mean, effective it's not a once per turn. So like having 3 of those is like having 3 Fenrir. It's like dealing with Penkatops all over again. So that's why I honestly think that Fenrir should honestly go to 1. But like you said, searching another cast tier wouldn't be that bad though for the pure strategy. But Unicorn, yes, for sure. Like cuts off like limited access to like multiple like cast tier spells that you want to get enabled to, because I don't think they're coming out with any support, right?
Yeah, I don't think so anytime soon.
Anybody else got anything on the limited?
For limited, I also have Bistio Magnamut.
Yes.
Sprite Jet and Runic Fountain.
Yes.
Bistio Magnamut, I was thinking about doing Lebellion for this one, but instead I decided to do Magnamut because Magnamut touches every deck that plays Bistios.
Yes.
And I feel Lebellion is just strictly for Dragon Links.
Yeah.
The heavy searching, you already play like what 1,001 dragons. There are Bistios. Like the consistency needs to be checked. In short, the consistency needs to be checked. I don't know what to say because like Dragon Link is better. Like you complain about Sky Strikers, you complain about your certain decks, but Dragon Link is like it's just one of those decks that just keep fucking evolving.
It won't die.
It won't die.
Honestly, bro, like for freaking Fountain, bro, I don't even know why the hell they put that at too. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like that card.
Because they want to use the money to sell it, so people can still play that world.
But the thing is, if you still play the one fountain, you just gotta protect the fountain. So I feel at that point.
If they get Cosmic and you don't have like the actual runic card that actually protects it from being like targeted by a card effect, then you're kind of like just losing the grind.
Yeah, you just lose. That's your fault though. You just lose.
Like honestly though, another card that I want to actually suggest, and it's a hot take on here. Well, it's not actually a hot take, but this is actually part of the meta too. And that's purely Happy Memory. I think that card should honestly go to 1. Like, purely is one of those strategies right now that it's at its highest peak can actually compete with not only Cast Tier, but multiple decks in the format that can enable going second OTKs, making unaffected towers, and making a bunch of interruptions, and able to draw 6 cards on your opponent's standby phase, which is actually very scary. Having a unaffected towers and 6 cards in hand by your opponent's turn is very, very unhealthy for right now. And especially for Happy Memory, going second and able to kill your opponent with just 1 card just enables your opponent's like whole board just running over with purely. And that's why I honestly think that Happy Memory should honestly go to 1. I would say Sleepy Memory, but Sleepy Memory just released not too long ago. And I honestly think Sleepy Memory should stay on there as up to being up to the format and everything, which I honestly think Happy Memory should go to there. Like, you should enable 1 card OTK. Like, come on, it's honestly I don't think it's fair enough though.
Yeah, but I get your argument though. But it's a lot of decks that can OTK at this point.
Yeah.
So, but thing is, I get what you're saying, like because the way it's set up, I don't remember what the exact link monster is. When it battles, it literally just searches for another purely spell.
Mm-hmm.
So that part I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy. But is this something I want to hit right now? Me personally, yeah. I say let them cook, cause we already shafted them when they first came out, man.
No, man.
Let them cook, man. Let them cook.
Let them burn. Let them burn.
Now, as far as my before we move on to the semi limits, as far as my Sprite Jet take, we have to check Sprite in some way, shape, or form at this point, because it's quietly just going further and further into the format and further into the game, and we're not realizing like, yeah, this deck is totally untouched at this point. It's like, oh, we hit starter.
Let's get it started.
We hit Elf.
Don't copyright us. I'm sorry.
Oh, we hit Elf. Okay, everybody was playing Elf.
R.I.P. to Elf.
So I'm like, hit Jet, like, cause I don't want to hit Blue. I feel like if you hit Blue, you just neuter the deck. Just like with Fenrir, I don't want to hit Fenrir because like search out any monster you want. That's fine. Just I don't want you searching out Smashers and Double Cross and Starter for free.
Or having an enabler for a level 2 to make also rank 2 link 2 plays. So like it can actually be an extender and that could be enable access for like other strategies, which I actually think Ren is actually right for a Jet to go to 1, because like having 3 of those is like having like 3 of an actual extender. Even though if you already have the spells and traps in your hand, you can use it as an extender to like make plays with Gigantic Sprite or Sprying Sprite or like anything with like Dungeon Buster, which is another rank up card that's actually been good with the sprite strategy. And honestly, yeah, Jet is a fair take. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ryan.
All right, now so I said we were done with the limiteds, but I want to get my hot takes in real quick.
Yep.
I don't care what y'all opinion is on these. You can fight me in the comments. Thunder Dragon Colossus to 1.
He's smoking over here.
Match Spectre Unicorn Kieran to 1. Who's playing Pendulums right now? Who's playing Pendulums? Raise your hand.
Draco Slayer.
All 2 of us. Raise your hands. Okay, cool. Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King.
No.
Y'all can't argue me on this. I'm sorry. There are so many Towers cards and Towers monsters in this game right now. Arias Heart is one of them. You can't tell me, oh, this one guy who's immune to maybe a spell, maybe a trap, maybe a monster is an issue. Who has a Dragon effect? Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Come on, guys. Come
Don't forget
on.
about that quick effect pop.
They still got one diagram, bro. Give Draco something, man. Give them something.
We got
Hey,
face off the
what
3.
you
We need
mean?
something else for it, dog.
They got Draco Fighter, bro.
Draco Slayer. That's not even true Draco. What you mean, Draco Slayers?
I got the Draco Fighter, bro. He here.
Oh, those are 2 different decks.
No, man. What's his name? Dynamite. The Dragon. Yeah, man. He out here fighting, man.
Oh, I ain't done yet. Y'all thought I was done? I gotta support my boys, the Dragon Rulers. Title to 1 and Redox to 1. Don't argue me on it.
Amen to that, bro.
Don't argue me on it.
Amen.
All right, cool. So now we got that out the way. Whew. Okay. Semi limits.
Wait.
What you have for limited?
Electromite. Dynamite.
Orcus Hardcore come back for 1.
You did forget about your hard pour. I don't know how you did that.
I say it on every Banlist prediction or every Banlist we do. So I'm like, I just stopped saying it at this point. I keep preaching it, it never happens. So I just let it be.
You never know, man. It might be the.
I just now got an engaged, so I mean, I'm let it be. Just let it be. Let it ride.
Alright.
All right, so we're going to semi limits now.
Yep.
All right, you want to start this one off?
Honestly, I actually do want to start this off. But the semi-limit and this is far most like a good controversial card most people need to actually talk about, and they're not talking about it. I'm gonna give that to Calm Out of Grave. There's so many decks that resolve around hand traps, but there's so less outs to a certain card. For example, like Drone Lockbird right now is like one of the hottest hand traps right now in the Yu-Gi-Oh's format. I'm not gonna lie to you. Any deck that plays a certain amount of hand traps has to do a lot of searching, and Drone Lockbird is one of those cards that can be around for a very long time. And I think Call by the Grave puts that in check, though.
Me personally, though, I agree with you for starters.
Yeah.
But I personally feel like the way that Konami set it up, they want to have like 3 cross out and 1 Call by the Grave, or have a ratio of the 4s.
Yeah.
So me personally, I think if I want to do Call by the Grave to 2, but we also have to put cross out to 2,
Right.
just to make it fair.
Mm-hmm.
And things like you were saying with cross out, the issue with cross out, like most people don't play the card except for maybe branded, is because simple fact of it's a consistency killer. Like you would have to play all the cards that you are afraid of for the cross out, just to play the cross out effectively.
So you played the winner.
Like I've seen people literally cross out a D barrier just because they didn't want to lose the D barrier.
I've seen worse.
Nah, I seen a cross out for the cross out. I was like, yo.
Oh, I've seen that too.
I've seen a cross off for Super Poly, and they tried to activate Super Poly.
How do you do that one? I thought you can't respond to Super Poly.
Right. I think you did it preemptively.
Yeah.
You got Super Poly? You sure? Cross out Super Poly. But we're not done with you, Ronick. Tip the 2. Tip the 2. I'm being nice on this one. Tip the 2.
Amen to that, bro.
But before all that, diagram could come to 2. I believe it.
Yeah, I mean Draco's is not.
Oh, but y'all was tripping about the masterpiece, but we can have the.
Hey,
diagram.
no, Masterpiece can come to 1. Honestly, I'm like, it's not.
It
Really
was just a
good,
joke, man. But still, with diagram, man, they need some love too, man. Even though it's just like what they came out like 2017. What was that? Maximum Crisis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while now.
Yeah, give them something. I feel you. You guys got anything else for semi limits? Are we good to move on to the next part?
One last card I do want to mention,
Alright,
and
go
that's Spellbook of Judgment. That should honestly come back for 2.
Oh, yeah, I got a surprise for you on the next part.
Oh god.
What you got?
Oh god.
Gazelle could come back.
To 2?
Yeah, they just got that wave support from what was that called? Soul Burning Volcano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well, man.
Yeah, I actually agree with you on that one. I was thinking about because like they already have the 1 card combo with the Solomon Grade of Fire. I was telling you guys about it gets you automatically into the Link 4 for free.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
trap card,
Yeah.
off of just that 1 card, which I thought was pretty cool. But like I noticed a lot of decks are not gonna play it because it locks you into fires. So like maybe a Gazelle 2 will actually like encourage them to play the other cards like Weasel and them.
Honestly, Gazelle 2 is not a bad idea because actually the new Legendary Duel was just released not too long ago, and given out to sell the product and everything, actually can promote the actual deck to actually be released at its maximum capacity, which I don't think that's a bad idea either. I mean, when was the last time Salamangreat took an actual major event? I mean, they actually almost top. Did they win Worlds actually? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I noticed one guy a couple days ago. I forgot his name. He actually topped. He actually won a regional with Salamangreat with the new support. But he was actually playing Salamangreat of Fire though. But moving on to Unlimited, you guys mind if I start this one off?
Go ahead.
To piggyback on Jay's Spellbook of Judgment argument, I said put it to 3. It's not doing. I get the one in. It's not doing right now at all.
Jesus.
Whatsoever.
Someone hit this man with a chair.
It ain't doing nothing right now. We was all hyping about, we get to use the Spellbook of Judgment. All right, that's great. Now, when you see it, let me know. When you build a whole deck around it, let me know. I tried it. It's doing nothing right now. It got to the point where literally, I saw a Fluenderies player. Yeah. He wasn't even playing the Judgment no more. He was literally just trying to play the level 2. What's the level 2 called they used to use for that damn thing? The spellcaster they used to use for that Jowgen. Yeah. They were just normal on the Jowgen. That's it. He's not using Judgment no more. Just Jowgen. I don't know how we got to that point, but
sounds pretty good, man.
Oh, okay. It sounds pretty good to the Fluenderies player.
Yeah, man. Don't let the bias hit you.
Hey, do you know his stats?
Yeah.
What's his stats?
218.
In attack.
200 attack, 18 defense.
Yep, you don't also let him in attack, right?
No.
Yeah.
Set that boy face down, dog. Set him pass, bro.
It's a nice little surprise for you when you get over here. Sweet, come on, sweet. Like, what? Oh, man.
Oh, God.
But this is another one I had. You guys can agree with me on this one if you want, but I feel like this is a nice little argument to have here about Max C. Now, I'm personally saying it to 3. Hear me out, because I feel like 2 is stupid. 2 is stupid. 1 is cheesy. Whoever gets it just basically wins at that point. 0 is a fair argument, and 3 is a fair argument. I feel like if you're gonna have Max C, either put it to 3 or put it to 9. That way everybody can see it. Because I feel like it's always been this issue with Max C, where it's like in the OCG we're playing 3, over here we're playing none. But yeah, obviously we got different formats. I get that. But at this point, our format's at the point where we probably need a Max C. Because Nib is not doing it. All these cantrips ain't doing it. We're about to go into a format where board breakers are about to feel useless at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because like, if you're not playing a deck that plays at least 9 to 12 hand traps, what are you doing in this format? Because you gotta go first at that point. You gotta go first. So I feel like a Max C is like a fair argument at this point. Like, yeah, go ahead. Summon a body, Max C. I dare you to keep playing. Put you on, you better have it. That's my opinion. Oh, everybody kind of agree with me? Everybody got quiet? Okay, cool.
We agree.
Yeah.
Hot take.
And this last one I got right here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sekka's Light.
Yes.
Useless at 1.
That's the point.
2 is stupid. If you don't want the card to be used, just ban the damn card. Just ban it. Just ban it.
You don't need to be banned.
So play the one. Okay.
No one's gonna play if you use that one. That's the point.
Sekka's Light can come after 3 because there's literally no other deck that actually resolve around no spells except for the one deck that no one talks about right now, and that is Super Heavy Samurais. Because their Link 1 got banned recently, and all their effects doesn't resolve anything with spells and traps engraved. Sekka's Light can be one of those draw power cards that can actually does the work for it.
Yeah, that actually could make the deck playable again.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good argument. Actually make the deck playable again.
Since they can't play stuff like if they cut the consistency of Pot of Prosperity or any other searchable cards for them to not play the game, Sekka's Light could be one of those cards that could be enabling in any non-spell trap deck.
Fair argument. I can give that one. See, I like this guy.
Yeah, he's pretty smart, man.
All right,
You deserve a cookie.
Okay. Cookie. You guys got anything else? Anything else before we wrap this one up?
Yeah, last hot take. Gateway of the 6.
Yes.
Why are you still at 1?
That's not even a hot take, man. Gateway of the 6 at 3, bro. Because why is it still at 1? Isn't the deck at full power in OCG?
Yeah.
And it's doing nothing. But my only concern with that, though, now that I think about it, Because we were talking about this before we actually we went on a video about this. We were talking about the bamboo sword, basically FTK and warrior decks. So I'm kind of concerned that if we give 6 sounds that 3 gateways, they might do it themselves. Like, all right, I got you, bro.
What you mean,
Turn
bro?
skip.
You said nib, bro?
Oh yeah, the deck does lose the nib. I ain't even gonna hold you up. It does lose the nib. Bad.
Lose the draw.
They can't even stop it, man. They can't even stop
They
it.
most definitely lose the draw, bro.
Droll.
Yeah, Droll was like
You said the first search, Droll. That turn is over. They gonna be like, okay.
Should we talk? That's true for a lot of combo decks now.
Yeah.
You can Droll them at the right time.
They
So yeah, keep Droll
They gonna pass it. They gonna pass it at Shein like, oh yeah, man.
Nah.
And turn.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up for our discussion about the upcoming ban list. What are you guys' opinion? What you guys think should be ban limited, semi-limited? Please don't semi-limit anything. That we need to just get rid of that. It should just say banned, limited, unlimited, and that's here malicious. That's it. But what do you guys take? What do you guys do? Agree with us? Disagree with us? What are we missing? Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, before I forget, the play mats will be going up on the channel, as well as our Instagram and our Facebook for you guys to check out for the giveaway. Remember, 3 subscribers, 3 giveaways. Check it out. Ran for Team Arsenal with Jay and Big Real signing out. Peace and have a great day.